Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Esperanza. I'm a full-time content creator living in Pittsburgh for almost 2 years now with my fiance Skylar and our labradoodle Indio. I have a background in interior design, but I have been a full-time content creator for 5+ years now. If you guys are new here, we are actually from Eastern Washington. We lived in Portland for about 5 years before moving across the country to Nashville. We lived there for I think almost 8 months, and then we moved to Pittsburgh, which we have been living in for almost 2 years. So it's been quite the adventure these past few years. So in this Friday's vlog, I'm sharing with you guys my thrifted ceramic collection. But before we get into the video, please make sure that you guys are subscribed to my channel and turn on your bell notifications so that you guys will be notified whenever I have a new video. Okay, so I think our neighbors are lawn mowing. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. But starting off here in the bedroom, I have a few ceramics I want to show you guys on our nightstands. So this kind of like speckled gray textured piece, which kind of has like a Grecian feel to it, I thrifted in Nashville. So I brought that with us here when we moved to Pittsburgh. And same with the super tall ceramic vase in the back. I love this brown color, and it has that similar kind of texture to it. The only difference though is that it's glazed, whereas this has a more like raw feel to it. So I love both of those. I thrifted them at a thrift store called Southern Thrift, I believe. And then over here, I also thrifted this really pretty kind of like salmon pink vase back here. It has like a really fun round curvy shape to it. I have styled in it some faux foliage, except for the dried palm fan, that is real. And I actually also thrifted this little terracotta pot as well. But I really love that piece back there. It's kind of like a really fun statement on this nightstand. Okay, so moving along to the kitchen, I have quite a few pieces in here that I want to show you guys, starting off with this ceramic teapot here, which I thrifted in Nashville. So it's this really fun kind of like mid-century era, I believe, ceramic teapot with a bamboo handle. It has like a very southwestern feel to it, which I love. And I believe I thrifted this at a Goodwill in Franklin, Tennessee, which is a little town just outside of Nashville. I thrifted this little set of ceramic pots at a thrift store here in Pittsburgh called, I think it's called East End Community Thrift or something like that. I can't quite remember, but I'll try to look it up. It's a little dusty right now. I actually haven't used them at all. I kind of just have them up there as decorative pieces. I've been a little like scared to cook with them just because I don't know if you're able to like use them in the oven or if you're supposed to use them on the stovetop. So I've just been using them as decorative pieces for now, but I really love the color tones. It's like this really pretty glazed brown color, and then the outside of it's more unfinished, kind of like a raw texture and like a really light pink clay color. I also thrifted this set of ceramic bowls from the same Goodwill in Franklin where I got the ceramic teapot from. This is glazed and hand painted with these really cute little sunflowers on top. And I love the like southwestern feel of it and that really pretty rusty terracotta color. I think it looks so good here in my little boho style kitchen. And I also do not cook with these. They are more just decorative pieces. I thrifted this cute little salsa bowl, like a little dipping bowl from a Goodwill here in Pittsburgh. I believe it was the Lawrenceville Goodwill. And then this sunflower terracotta bowl, I think I thrifted at Southern Thrift in Nashville. I I love the sun. It has like that southwestern feel as well, which I love. I really love like southwestern feels, like Mediterranean, Spanish type vibes. So whenever I find pieces like that, I always pick them up, and I do use both of these bowls pretty often. And then the last thrifted ceramic dish I actually keep here by my sink, and it's just kind of like place like scrubs, and sometimes I put like my rings on them. So it's just to be able to keep them like off the counter and styled like in a cute way. And I believe I thrifted this at the Lawrenceville Goodwill as well. So it's this really cool ceramic dish. This was handmade, and it has like this really cool texture to it that I love, like that raw look. I think is really pretty. Look who came to join us. Indio. He's being a little moody because he does not like it when mom is working. He'd much rather go outside for a walk. Okay, so a few videos back, I showed you guys all of the decor in this cabinet here, but there are a couple of ceramic pieces that I wanted to point out to you guys. Also, Indio is right here next to us, so you guys might be hearing him like yawning and making noises in the back. Hopefully he will behave himself. Okay, so this bowl, I'm pretty sure I thrifted at either the Lawrenceville Goodwill here in Pittsburgh or the South Side Goodwill. I can't remember which, but I really love this piece. It's a little bit kind of like on the gray side, but it does have these like really pretty pink undertones in it and kind of like a swirl. So I do really love this piece, and it's also kind of an interesting shape. It's waved at the top, almost in like a square, and there's no signature or anything like that, but I can definitely tell that it was handmade. So it is a unique piece, and it looks really pretty here, styled in this shelf. I have it styled with these candlestick holders from Parachute Home that are in kind of the same color range. And then the other ceramic piece that I wanted to point out to you guys was this one here, which I was able to find on Etsy, and I think that they're from like Bali or somewhere like that. I can't quite remember, but it's this really cool piece with like these hands holding this bowl with this cute little spoon that came with it, but I don't think it actually came with the set originally. I think it was just this, but then I thrifted it with the little spoon in it. Sorry if it's a little dusty. I basically use this to store all of like my kitchen tablescape stuff, kitchenwares, things like that. I'll link that video for you guys if you guys want to watch it. And I actually thrifted this, I can't remember where. I've gone on so many thrift trips, it's hard to remember sometimes, but I think it was here in, oh, no, I remember, it was here at that thrift store on Penn in East Liberty, and I think it's called Community Thrift, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. This is Mr. Indio, guys. He is 3 years old now. He has a summer coat, and recently I just noticed that he's starting to get a lot of gray hairs coming in. He's starting to look almost like a little silvery instead of like a solid black, which might just be, I guess it's aging, I'm not sure, or it could be what the sun does to his fur. I'm not 100% sure, but he is looking a little bit like a different boy these days. What a good boy. Okay, so over in my office area, I have a few pieces styled on my desk that I want to show you guys. The first of which is this ceramic pot here that I thrifted at a Goodwill in Nashville. It's this really cool like texture and pattern in kind of like this really cool diamond shape. So I love that. I love anything that adds like some fun texture and interest. So that is styled here on my desk to add a little bit of greenery and texture. And then I have this really interesting pot over here, and I believe I thrifted this at the East Liberty Goodwill, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It's this really cool like handmade ceramic pot that has this really cool like weaved texture. I love the terracotta color, and it reminds me of like some pieces that I've seen that are like really trendy right now. So I think that was a very unique find. Kind of reminds me of like a little ceramic basket almost, with like that weaved texture. So a few vlogs back, I shared with you guys all of the decor that I have styled in these bookcases. I basically use these bookcases to style not only my personal decor items, but also my Urban Darling shop inventory. I'll leave links to my shop if you guys want to check it out. But for that reason, I'm not going to go into it in depth, but I'll link that video in case you guys want to watch it. And then basically back here in my wine cooler area, oh boy, it is super exposed right now. I have, I think, one little ceramic piece to show you guys. It's this set of dishes. I think I had two others at one point that I did sell. These two hadn't sold yet, so I ended up styling them back here in my little wine bar and records area. So I have a few pieces styled here in our TV console that I wanted to show you guys. The first of which is this little tie-dye ceramic bowl that I thrifted at a thrift store in Portland actually. So it's one of the very few pieces that I brought with us from Portland. But I love that blue tie-dye look. I think that's so pretty. And this was actually gifted to me like in a PR package, this really pretty ceramic bowl. So this was not thrifted, but I love that styled here as well. I haven't changed this console up much as far as decor because I've just loved how it's styled. So I've kind of just left it that way, but I should probably at some point try to restyle it. And then this piece I actually handmade. So I guess there was only just that one ceramic piece to show you guys here. One of my favorite mugs I've thrifted is this really pretty green mug here. I also kind of just leave this styled here for fun. I mainly use the white mugs that I have in the kitchen along with the rest of our like white dish set, but I love it styled here, and at some point I want to get like a couple more mugs and display them. I have these other two ceramic mugs as well. The red and blue one I'm planning on keeping for myself. I may list it in my shop at some point, I'm not sure. And this other mug is actually listed in the shop as well. But if I had more storage, then I would definitely want to expand my ceramic mug collection. And then lastly, I thrifted both of these ceramic pieces at a Goodwill here in Pittsburgh, I'm pretty sure. So the glazed green vase that I'm kind of just using as a toothbrush holder, and then this red ceramic dish that I'm using to hold our soap. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. So next Sunday's vlog is actually going to be my thrifted wicker basket collection, so definitely check back for that video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you guys aren't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Also be sure to follow along with me on all socials at The Urban Darling, and check out my blog theurbandarling.com for more content like this. I pretty much cover the entire lifestyle genre, including travel, home, thrift, DIY, and more. And if you guys know of anyone that you think would enjoy my channel as well, please be sure to share it with them so that you guys can help me grow my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your support. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!